everybody. Welcome in. It's the Mountaineer Sports Insider Podcast. Tanner Lambert of U92 and Luke Blaine of the Daily Athenaeum. And we're here today with you to talk West Virginia sports for the week of Friday, September 8th. Next week this time, Luke, I mentioned it to you. We got some new equipment out there. If College Game Day happens to be in Morgantown, maybe we'll go do it over near the site of game day, but we'll have to wait and see on that. It's an exciting opportunity. We have to get out of here rather quick today. We just got off the air from Beat the Clock, as we've got to head over and listen to Coach Brown speak at the Mountaineer to the student body. I'm interested to see how the students react to seeing Coach Brown. I think that that's something that could go either way. I think it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I think so. Of course, you'll probably have some pledge for a frat there with a sign that says "Fire Neil Brown" because they told him to.
Well, whatever. Right, and that happens. That happens with Nick Saban. Like, that's everybody.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Okay. Remember that. But yeah, so I'm interested to see what that looks like here today over at the Lair, and I want to see what that looks like. And we've got a busy schedule as far as U92 goes this weekend, Luke, and you know all about it. You're part of it. Matter of fact. Tomorrow on Saturday, Friday, September the 9th at 1 p.m. Okay. At 1 p.m., we will have West Virginia men's soccer versus Portland. The Pilots are in town, and that'll be a fun one. Number 3 team in the country coming in here to face Marcus Caldera and Dan Stratford's boys on the West Virginia men's soccer team. Caldera's been quite something.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
Both of them. We just had a story go up this week in the paper written by one of our new writers, Zach Zeman. Great article highlighting the success that both of these guys have had. Caldera and Sukata, they have just spearheaded this Mountaineer team, really thrusted them into this tremendous starting record that they have, and really hot start for them. But I'm really, really excited to see them go up against, the third best team in the country.
Right. I think it'll be a good test for them. Caldera up to this point has 5 goals in 4 games. Sukata has 2 goals and 3 assists, so both of them 5 points in 4 games. Well, 5 points hockey-wise. That's technically 10 for Caldera, 7 for Yutaro Sukata. Sergio Ortiz Navarro's got 3. He's got a goal and an assist. Ortiz Navarro has a goal on this season. We got multiple players with assist as well. For the first time this season, earlier this week against American, Jackson Lee let up a goal. They had 3 clean sheets previously, but a 2-1 win at American will suffice, and that will end that streak. So they have Portland on Saturday here in Morgantown. Listen to that game at U92 The Moose. And then the University of Central Florida on the road next Friday. That's a fun trip because they'll travel down there with the women. The women play on Thursday night in Central Florida against their new Big 12 opponent, UCF, new member of the Sun Belt this season as far as the men's soccer goes. So that's definitely exciting to see, and I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow, of course, with Portland in town. The women, on the other hand, last night, on September the 7th, they tied the Auburn Tigers 1-1 here in Morgantown. Their final non-conference game will be on Sunday against Villanova. It was a very special night over there at Dick Delesk, through all the rain and all that, but Sammy Brown was back in town, and, she never played here, but she is the daughter of Nikki Izzo Brown, born and raised as a true Mountaineer, and decided to take her talents down to Auburn, Alabama, and, that's her choice, right? Good for her. Wanted to get something new, and I don't blame her, right?
No.
You grow up 18 years in a program, you might want something new, and she's still wearing that navy blue, so don't worry. Just orange on the other side of that trim instead of the gold, but, it was a really cool night for that, and then with the weather and everything, to tie that game 1-1, that's something they desperately needed. They could not take another loss last night. They're 2-4-1 now overall. 2-1-1 at home, 0-3 on the road. So they'll have one more home contest before that conference play begins for them in the Big 12, Luke, and that will again be against Villanova, 1 o'clock on U92 The Moose. You can catch that game. And then they're down in Central Florida, obviously, like we mentioned, but they get a week off after that before Iowa State and TCU come to town the following weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time for both soccer teams. I mean,
You're getting right into the thick of the season now.
Oh, exactly. Because, last game here for women's for non-conference play. And is this the last game before non-conference play for the men?
No, so the way the men do it, it's a little different. I know you're getting into soccer for the first time for the most part.
This is still a little new to me.
Yeah, the men, they'll play a couple more non-conference games, but they'll have some conference games mixed into it. So I think part of it is that they can get them both down there to Orlando at the same time, and it's going to be cheaper that way, obviously. So they're going to do that. And then they'll play Dayton non-conference at home, and then they'll have a Georgia Southern Conference game. Then they'll play UNC Greensboro in a non-conference game, and then Georgia State in a conference game. Then they'll have Loyola Maryland make their way over for their final non-conference game October 4th. So they've still got about a month left of non-conference before they hit it really hard and enter that conference play. James Madison, the first team coming to Morgantown once conference play is in full swing, and you have no other non-conferences after that. South Carolina will be on the road, but Marshall will be here this year, and Kentucky's on the road as well. So exciting time for West Virginia soccer. No doubt about that. We're going to talk men's basketball really quick. We're about 50 days away from basketball starting. On the men's side, they add a 7-foot, 270-pound junior, native of Cairo, Egypt, 2 seasons at Gannon University. Ali Regab, is that how we're saying that, I think?
I would think so.
I think that's how we say it. 7 foot, 270. Big man down under the rim. I don't really know, how much he's going to play. We're still waiting on some other waiver stuff, but that's an addition that was made by Coach Josh Eilert on the men's basketball side. So I wanted to make sure we mentioned that and did not forget to do so. Luke, he's put a roster together.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
It's been tough. Obviously, lots of things going on with the program, and to be able to do that is definitely a good thing, and it shows you that, they're not playing games out there, right? They're ready to go, and they're going to be geared up and ready for that.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of fans' perspective is, or at least it was, this was going to be the year. Bob Huggins put together the best roster he's ever had coming into the season. People are thinking, this is going to be it. This is going to be the year. But then that situation happens.
Yeah.
But Josh Eilert, I think he's trying to tell fans this can still be the year, if not a really, really good year. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I think that he's done a really good job. I mean, I keep saying this. Given the situation, I think this is probably the best roster you could ask for. Given the season of which he was put in head coach, transfer portal options, everything like that. He was able to retain players that they landed in the transfer portal, which I think that's big, like Jesse Edwards and, Jose Perez, too. He re-entered and then came back. But now I think that this is a team Mountaineer fans can get excited about.
Yeah, I agree. On the cross-country side of things, the Spike Shoe Invitational coming up today at University Park, Pennsylvania. They're heading up to Penn State. The team is ranked number 29 in the National Coaches Poll, second in the Mid-Atlantic Regional Rankings of the USTF CCCA. That's a long name for an organization. But Abby Uhas finished 6th overall last week in the women's 6K over at Lehigh, 22:10.7 in that 6K. That's quick. Very quick.
Yeah. I couldn't run that fast.
No. You might get a 5K done in that time, Luke. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man.
All right, let's get to the meat of the program. Right here. Okay, we got an interview dropping later today.
Yep.
I finally got my wish and got to go speak with Sean Kovich, head coach of your Mountaineer golf team. Great conversation with Coach Kovich. 3 minutes on Seinfeld out of that interview. Fantastic.
Really?
Fantastic.
He's a big Seinfeld guy?
Fantastic, yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's correct.
You two are going to be best buddies.
I hope so. I really do. They win the Red Bandana Invitational up in New York. First win of a invitational since the spring of 2022 when they won out in Las Vegas. Max Green wins it individually. Fantastic stuff. So happy to see it. He's also named the Student Athlete of the Week, Max Green is, and, I couldn't be more excited about this team. They'll be at the Gopher Invite this weekend in Minneapolis and getting things done up there, hopefully. But I was very, 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 very happy to see that they win the Invitational. 68, 75, 70, 3 under par, and winning the Invitational by 1 stroke was Max Green. WVU shot +8 overall to win the 15-team field by 2 strokes over Boston College. They were down big going into the final day during the round. In that back 9, there was a ton of birdies, and Coach said he couldn't be happier for these guys. Transfer Carson Kaminanen finished 18th overall, 9 over par. We had Ollie Menard finishing 15th overall. Harrison Thompson, the true freshman, top 10 finish. Narrowly missing that, rather. 11th overall at 5 over par. There, individually, Caleb Wilson, 21st overall. Will Stakel tied for 31st, and Westy McCabe tied at 39th. Very happy for those guys, and again, they will be at the Gopher Invite this weekend. Love it. Fantastic. Happy for the golf team.
Yeah. That's just awesome.
There's
nothing I can really add to that. I'm still learning golf, still getting the hang of it. But man, to go out there and in the first Invitational, go out there and win the whole thing. That's huge.
Done, baby. Let's go.
That's huge.
So happy about all that. The Mountaineers fall in the 5-set battle to Colgate last night in the volleyball side of things. 3-2 they lose in those sets. 2-5 overall thus far, have not entered conference play yet. So tough loss last night for them. They will compete against Cornell tonight in Hamilton, New York, and then Albany tomorrow. So hopefully they can get right and get back to 4-5. There will be one game under 500 coming into the Mountaineer Invitational next weekend, where Old Dominion, North Dakota State, and Robert Morris make their way to town. And then they will have Iowa State in town following that the following weekend and Big 12 play beginning. So excited about all of that. Volleyball team starting to get rolling here. Hopefully they can start to put together a season where they get some wins back. Right, last year was not the greatest, but hopefully they can become more successful. Tomorrow, the home opener for the West Virginia football team. Neil Brown's guys will be out at Mountaineer Field hosting the Duquesne Dukes, a game you can hear right here on U92, The Moose. Very excited about that. Luke Blaine will be part of your pre-half and post-game coverage for that game. And, I'm excited. Home opener, always exciting. What did you think of the uniform selection before we jump into this?
I'm not a big gray guy.
I know.
I know I'm not a big gray guy. But I think gray was it gold helmets?
Gold helmet.
Gold helmets. I think it works best with the gold helmets.
I do too. It's the first time they've done that.
Yeah.
So
gold helmets and sleeves, I think that if you're gonna go gray, I'd prefer it look like that.
It's not my favorite uniform, but they'll look good. It's got the flying WV on it, so
yeah,
that's all that matters, right?
Exactly.
What are you hoping to see tomorrow for this football team?
I am hoping to get a better look at the defense and really see what they can do. It's really hard to gauge defense against a team like Penn State.
And I thought the defense played well.
Overall, I think they did. I think the secondary could have had a much, much better day.
Yep.
The secondary, there was a lot of separation given up. There were, just several times where Aller was allowed to extend the play and find a wide open guy on a crossing route. Didn't really seem like, they adjusted well. Just coverage downfield wasn't great. The defensive line showed up, did their part. They made Aller uncomfortable on a lot of plays, and a lot of that goes to Aller too. Aller had a really, really good day, but the secondary's got to step up. Has to be better if they want to win games come Big 12 play, and especially in the backyard brawl. Yeah,
so Luke and I, we've broken this game down a couple times this week. We're not going to do it again. We invite you to join us for Beat the Clock Monday and Friday mornings, 8 to 10 on U92. And then for Sports Night here on U92, the WVU Football Hour runs 7 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday nights, 91.7 on your FM dial, U92themoose.com. Click listen live. I think you saw some positives in that Penn State game. You could see growth from last year, which is what I really wanted to see. I want to see them put the ball deep downfield. I got to see if they can do that. That's my big ask going into tomorrow. Here's the deal. Big 12 did not look great.
Right.
This conference is open. Texas Tech losing at home to Texas State. Or no, they lost on the road to Wyoming, rather. Baylor lost at home to Texas State. A lot of these teams in this conference should be 1-1 after this weekend. There will be a couple undefeated teams, but Texas is playing in Alabama and Tuscaloosa playing the Crimson Tide. That's going to be tough for them. I think Kansas State will move to 2-0. You picked Houston to get upset this morning on Beat the Clock by Rice with JT Daniels down there. We'll see. Conference is wide open, man. And some of the teams I thought were going to be good did not look good week 1. Obviously, you make the biggest jump from week 1 to week 2, so we'll see if some teams can get right. And, one game is one game on the schedule, right? It doesn't matter who it is. So we'll have to wait and see on some of that. The game I'm excited about this week is new Big 12 comer Cincinnati is in Pittsburgh playing the Pitt Panthers. And that's exciting for us because we play both of those teams, West Virginia does. And, Cincinnati's new to the league. They had a good win against Eastern Kentucky last week. Pitt won last week against Wofford. I'm interested to see how these teams match up, and I think it's exciting to see Pitt play a tough Power 5 team. Yes, they'll get them at home, but they'll come into this West Virginia game, and we'll know more about them than we would, say, if they were playing another sort of Group of 5 team or a lower-level FBS team. That's not the case, however. They're playing a team that's 1 year removed from playing in the college football playoff, and Cincinnati is under a new head coach in Scott Satterfield, so we'll have to see what that's all about. Next week's going to be a full week here. On the DA side and on the U92 side, I know that you're teaming up with some of the writers from Pitt, and you guys are writing some stories. We'll have coverage with some of the Pitt student radio kids and have that for you, and then you can listen to that game on U92. It's going to be sweet.
Oh, man.
It's going to be sweet.
Next week's going to be one of the most exciting weeks to be a WVU sports fan, especially one that's on campus.
That's right.
It's going to be a great week.
It should be. It's shaping up to be that way, and we'll have to see what happens, obviously. But West Virginia should be able to get a win back and move to 500 with Duquesne in town tomorrow. I am excited to see, the home opener and the Mountaineer faithful check out the Blue Lot a little bit, get out there after I'm done at the men's soccer game, and just walk around and sort of feel that environment, right? Because that's what a lot of it is. You get to walk around to the tailgates, see the first-time freshmen experiencing the Blue Lot for the first time, and, if you've been to West Virginia, you know how that is for the freshmen. Sometimes they don't understand that it's a 6 o'clock kickoff, and that's always fun to see. We, however, just get to work the event, and I'm more than happy doing that.
Yeah.
You get to enjoy the game and watch it in depth and really take those notes and see what you want to see, and maybe you don't see what you're hoping to see. But I think that it's a very, very different viewpoint of West Virginia football when you get to be a member of the media around this team and sort of study them and cover them and all of those things. And then, I'm sure, I know, Ren Baker talked about he'll be walking around the Blue Lot, checking things out, all of that stuff. It should be a fun day in Morgantown, although the weather does not look promising.
Right.
So hopefully they can play, right? If thunderstorms are coming in at 4:30, 5 o'clock, we could see a delay in that game and whatnot, and that wouldn't be fun for anybody. So we'll have to wait and see on that and what's going to happen there. But Duquesne in town tomorrow for West Virginia as far as football is concerned. A full weekend of Mountaineer sports ahead, and we're definitely excited to be a part of all of that. But, it really boils down to next week. Next week's going to be a real full week for us working a lot of events, and I could not be more excited for it. Campus is united right now, and it's going to be fun out there.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a good time.
Great. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It'll be my second. Well, Pitt game will be like my third or fourth ever football coverage in person.
Oh, really?
Unless I don't really want to count the gold-blue game, but
I think you did more of those last year. I just happened
I only
to get
did
the ones
one.
with you.
I only did one. Just Baylor.
I got to think about that. Okay. I don't remember very well things sometimes.
Yeah. That's all right.
You know how it is. The old man pop.
Oh,
Luke Blaine did want to share with everybody he's got a new mopping record.
yeah.
Great stuff. It took him 8 minutes to mop up the donut shop.
Yeah. Which
Far too long. In my
I've
opinion. Far too long.
I've never really used a mop.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Is this your first job?
First service job, yeah.
And now he's breaking a microphone.
It's just swinging around.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how to work these microphone arms.
But no, it's
what do you? Okay, like being a camp counselor, I'm not counting that.
No, I wasn't getting paid for that either.
Right. What have your other jobs been?
My only other job that I had was like a writer for the newspaper in my hometown.
Well, I'm not
Point
counting
Pleasant.
that.
Okay.
No,
Well, then,
sorry.
I mean, it was a job.
Well, right, but
I got hourly payment.
oh, okay, all right.
Hey.
Just saying.
I
you
held
never
up.
worked for the people.
I held up the news in
Yeah.
Point Pleasant, West
Okay,
Virginia.
all right.
I was.
But your
I was
first
serving the
service
people.
job. That's
my,
really
my
what I was
first
getting
service
at.
job.
Okay.
That is my first service job.
You are serving the people as a
Yeah,
writer. of the
my first
newspaper.
solo
That's
shift
not how I
today.
meant that. Good God. Good luck.
Yeah. Come get some.
No.
Dude, come get some
I'm
donuts.
a busy guy. I got a lot
Come
of
get
stuff
some
to do.
donuts, and I'll give you a little bit of peace and love.
I got a lot of stuff to do today, man. A lot
Yeah.
of stuff to do. That's not a joke. I don't know why you're laughing.
I don't know.
I've never been as busy as I am this
Yeah, I know.
next 10 days in my life, I don't think. There's
Yeah.
so much to do.
But no, Jules was training me, the editor-in-chief of the news of the Daily Athenaeum.
Mm-hmm.
And what did she tell you? She told you that I took too long mopping whenever we
25 minutes?
That doesn't sound right.
That's correct.
That doesn't sound right.
Okay. 8 minutes is still too long, pal.
Well, I mean, take off 17 minutes. That's a vast improvement. That is.
Did the 8 minutes count you filling up the soap bucket and stuff?
No.
Right. Okay. So it was more like 15 minutes.
You think it took me 7 minutes to fill up the bucket?
Yeah.
No, that's not what happened.
Okay. Did you put soap in the bucket?
Yeah,
Are we
there's like
doing
a sanitizer. You put in 2 caps full, then you fill up the
All
bucket.
right. Thank
with
you.
hot
That's
water,
enough. All right. Thank you.
And then you gotta. The hard part is behind the counter because you get icing on the floor. And
Oh,
stuff, so you gotta really scrub it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Great stuff. Thank you, Luke
Yeah,
Lane.
of course.
Gosh.
Here for all your mopping needs.
Oh my gosh. All of the fun being had here. I'm excited. The NFL's back this weekend too. I know we don't really talk about that on this show, but
We got some Mountaineers in the NFL.
we
can
do.
talk about them.
We do. There's quite a few of them, and that's
Yeah.
always exciting to see. We had the first game of the season last night, and it was a good football game. You know, I love watching good sports, right? There's definitely something to the idea of when you're watching the best, it's always interesting. U.S. Open's still going on as well.
Yes. Oh, dude, there's a match today.
Yeah.
Ben Shelton takes on Novak Djokovic.
My guy.
Ben Shelton had a massive upset.
He hit the 147 serve, right?
Oh my gosh, that
Unreal.
He's insane.
Unreal.
He had a massive upset over Francis Tiafoe the other day.
Yep.
So that was a fun.
Did you see the guy that glued his feet to the stadium?
Yeah.
I don't understand why that stopped the match. Couldn't they have just dealt with that afterward? Right?
Wait, that was just in the seats too.
Right. Like it
Well,
was not
I
affecting
mean,
anything.
Since it's like tennis is like a quiet sport. So
Was he yelling?
I don't know, but I know like if there's a bunch of movement around at one side of the stadium, I'm sure it could be like a nuisance to people trying to watch, I guess. Or the
So we got to
players.
delay the 5-hour tennis match to unglue this guy's climate activist feet to the ground. That's crazy. Oh, man. Wow.
I think it's really funny how like every once in a while there's just some crazy
There
thing
is.
that happens at a sporting event.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
One of my favorites
something else.
was at Ohio State when they had a fan run onto the field, and I think he was one of the strength coaches at the time, Anthony Schlegel, NFL player.
Yeah.
Body slammed this dude and then had to issue a public apology afterward. And he was like, "Well, what do you want me to do? Let the guy run around the field?"
Oh, didn't like James Harrison do that?
Last year it was Bobby Wagner just laid his shoulder into that
Bobby
dude.
Wagner did truck a guy.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he just stepped over like a foot to the left and just lowered his shoulder,
Yeah.
and the dude got upended.
I feel like I remember James Harrison doing that though when he was a Steeler.
I mean, he did it to quarterbacks. I can tell you that.
That's true.
Yeah.
So some of the Mountaineers. First off, I'll go through the practice squad players.
There we go.
Got Darryl Worley, Ravens practice squad. Will Greer obviously got put on the Bengals practice squad. David Sills for the Broncos made a movement there. He's been with the Giants ever since he got out of college. Practice squad. We got Adam Pankey, offensive guard for the Jets, and I think that's all the practice squad players.
Okay.
But Dante Stills.
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Made the roster
That
at the
is-
Cardinals.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Really excited to see him play. And he's there with Kaiser White
Yeah.
over there, left inside linebacker.
Yeah.
LILB. Whatever.
Out in Arizona, yeah.
Yep. So moving down to the Browns, Tony Fields. He's been there for a little while,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. And Rasul Douglas.
Obviously. Got paid.
Super Bowl champ.
There you go.
Rasul Douglas.
Yeah.
He won it with the Eagles.
Yep.
That one year. Then moving down, David Long Jr. I'm going to miss him as a Titan, but he is a Miami Dolphin now.
Yep.
Dolphins looking promising. Bryce Ford Wheaton going to be out for the year with that torn ACL, right?
Yeah, unfortunately up in New York with
Very
the Giants.
unfortunate for him. Then got Mark Glowinski. He's kind of made a name for himself on that offensive line. Geno Smith, of course.
Got paid.
Yep, got paid.
Finally got his chance, and he was able to take it. A lot of times you see guys get drafted to just the wrong situation, and that's unfortunately what happened to Geno.
Yep, absolutely. Colton McKivitz, offensive tackle for the 49ers. Looks like he's a starter. And then going to have Trevon Wesco for my Tennessee Titans.
There you go.
So
Mountaineers
exciting. A lot of Mountaineers out there making things happen. A lot of them on rosters, but some of them can get chances down the line on the practice squad. So, yeah, really, really cool for those guys getting opportunities in the next level.
Yep, that's what matters for sure. And it's good to see that happen. It's nice to see guys make it to that next level from this program, and it's always exciting for that. So I don't think we missed anything today, Luke. Do you, off the top of your head? I'm looking through. No, I don't think we missed anything today here on this edition of the Mountaineer Sports Insider. So that is very good. The weather this weekend, though, not looking great, unfortunately. It is humid like the Amazon jungle outside today in Morgantown, unfortunately. Good Lord.
It's something else.
Brutal. That rain last night did not help.
Yeah.
And it rained. I don't know if you were outside or saw the rain last night. Tell you what.
No, wait, what was I doing last night?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Oh, no, I was here for part of it. I was here at the office, and it started coming down.
Yeah, I was over at Dick Delesk already, and they had to delay the soccer game by over a half hour. More lightning than I can ever remember here in Morgantown in a while. And, so the weather's not been great here. It's going to be hot and humid and gross out tomorrow. Should be raining all day, unfortunately, which is just not fun for anybody involved.
Yeah. Hopefully the lightning can at least keep away.
Yeah, I agree with that. So we'll have a fun one for you tomorrow again, that Duquesne game here on U92 The Moose. And we're excited for that opportunity and to be able to cover West Virginia football. So all of the fun stuff going on here in Morgantown, and it's only going to get more fun over the next week and a half as the Pitt Panthers come down next week to play the West Virginia Mountaineers here in Morgantown for the first time in over a decade. I'm telling you, I think game day's coming, man. I'm telling you.
I mean,
game day has not been here since LSU was here in 2013. Is that right? 2013 or 2014. So about a decade it's been since College Game Day came around with Reese Davis and Kirk Herbstreit. And obviously we know the old punter, number 40, big host on College Game Day now, Mr. Pat McAfee. His show started yesterday on ESPN.
He's making it happen now, too.
I tell you what,
He's on there with Stephen A. Smith on Tuesdays, apparently.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know what the heck that is.
Yeah.
I can't stand First Take.
Well,
you know,
I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I'll watch Pat McAfee and Steve. I'll watch Pat and Stephen A.
I don't even know what they're going to talk about. What are they going to talk about?
I don't know either. But it'll be fun.
I guess. It should certainly be something. I'll say that much. All right. That'll probably do it for us here today on the Mountaineer Sports Insider. Pay attention for that interview with Coach Sean Kovich dropping later today as well for you all. We appreciate you for listening. It's the Mountaineer Sports Insider.